One of the things that I also think about is we've done a lot of research into books and courses, and the harsh reality is these things go unfinished, right? We actually don't complete a book. You may not know this statistic, but something like 80% of people do not finish a book that they start, right? 80% is bad. 94% of people do not finish a digital course, right? We see that's the part of the value of card decks is they're much more finishable. They're snackable. You can revisit them like a flashcard. You can remind yourself of things, right? And one of my favorite books of all time is an amazing personal growth book. It's called The 15 Commitments. And I've read this book multiple times, but I couldn't tell you the 15 commitments off the top of my head because that's the nature of, I wish this was available as a deck, because I would read the book and then I've read this book and thought, oh my God, I'm going to change my life. But it didn't because I haven't fully internalized it, right? And the way to do that, example of Stephen Covey's book, but as a deck, right? So if you want to read the book, you can distill the idea from it, but now you can put it into action by drawing a card every day, right? And so many decks like that for creative writing. They're following on the previous session. Someone to journal. And journaling is just the same as writing a book. The scariness of my blank page in front of me, fill that. That's daunting to a lot of people, right? I can give you a pen, I can run out of excuses, but it's amazing to me. I read recently that 80% of people stop journaling within 2 months. There's just too many excuses, right? Why do we do that? Well, I don't know what to write. I didn't have time. I didn't have pen. I didn't have paper. But your card deck can be an inspiration for that. You draw a card from the deck. That's your journal prompt. If you're using Deckible, you can journal inside the app. You can get yourself paper. You can talk to your phone and record your journal. There's really no excuses, because the other excuse everyone finds is haven't got time to journal. But guess what? They're doom scrolling on their phone. They can just, habit stacking perspective. The way you build habits is to, you put your runners by the side of the bed. So you get up in the morning and you go running. Your card deck is on your phone. So when you go to doom scroll, you can journal instead, right? So look at the failure of and courses, and we think about integrating challenges. People love a challenge. We've all done those 30-day challenges, 7-day challenges, right? And card decks are perfect for that. It's a perfect tool for you as the individual who's bought a deck. You can challenge yourself to do things. It's the perfect medium for the creator to do that too, right? So the medium of card decks is a way to engage people. It's fun, it's interesting, and it's infinitely varied. But we also, you look at within card decks, every card deck pretty much comes with a guidebook, yet I guarantee you 90% of the people, 90% of the time, do not look at the guidebook, right? Because they may have the deck with them, but the guidebook's in the other room, they've lost it. No one's got the patience. 7-card reading, are you going to flick through the book and look up 7 cards? No. Digitally, even if you don't do the reading digitally, you can find that card in the guidebook quicker on Deckible than you can in the book, right? So you can get more out of what you're doing by recognizing the power of the medium of a card deck, right? It's not a book, it's not linear, right? It's more playful. So there's many attributes as to why, and that's one of the things that we believe that's why the card deck industry is growing, because it's more accessible to more people, right? And then just moving on from